Good day, dear viewers and listeners of Equinoxe Television. Thank you so much for joining me on this edition of your favorite health program, You're in Your Health. I am your host, Immaculate Fogwe. Giving birth is one of the most important moments in a woman's life. But it's important to note that proper preparation can help ensure a safer and equally smoother delivery for both mother and the baby. But what should a pregnant woman do as they get closer to their due date? That's what we are going to be looking at in the course of today's program. And to answer my questions on these, I'll be having a nurse and midwife consultant. He's equally the assistant supervisor of nursing service at the Mbopi Baptist Hospital right here in Douala. He's called KINKOH. Good evening. It's a pleasure to have you on the program.
Good day, Madam Immaculate Fogwe. I'm so happy to be here. Dear TV viewers, I'm so happy to discuss with you today.
Okay, today we are going to be looking at pregnancy. It's often a moment of confusion, joy. It's often mixed feelings when a woman hears she's pregnant, despite the fact that the first day when she's announced that she's pregnant, when it's announced that she's pregnant, you see someone jumping, happy. But then the journey is something to watch out for. When a woman is told at a hospital, maybe by a midwife like you, or maybe by a gynecologist that, madam, let's say you are 3 weeks gone, what should be her first step?
Oh yes, it's such an amazing thing to be pregnant. It brings about a lot of new experiences. So when a woman is informed she's pregnant, what she should think about, what she should figure out doing is first seek to see a midwife, seek to see a healthcare provider who will confirm, or if it has been confirmed, who would now start preparing her through the journey of pregnancy, and that is usually during antenatal care. And so it's very, very essential that she goes for antenatal care as soon as she knows she's pregnant.
You talked about antenatal care. Why is antenatal care very essential for pregnant women?
Antenatal care is so essential and important for all pregnant women because it has this valuable contribution in making sure that all pregnancies end with a healthy mother and a healthy baby. Yeah, and so there are a lot of activities involved, but it's all tailored towards prevention, early identification, and treatment of complications, all in a bid to ensure that the mother carries the pregnancy healthily all through and delivers healthily and have a healthy baby that will grow up to be a healthy adult.
Now, looking at antenatal care, when is the right time to begin?
As soon as she knows she's pregnant.
Okay.
As soon as she notices she's pregnant. It's quite challenging that in our setting, we do have women that would come for antenatal consultation 5 months, 6 months. Starting antenatal consultation early, there are a lot of opportunities that we can actually gain a lot of things when she starts antenatal consultation as soon as she gets pregnant. Usually within the first 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for those who would like to participate on today's edition of the program, here are the numbers: 670-547049. I repeat, 670-547049 or 656-6222. 656-6222. Those are the numbers you can call and ask your questions as far as pregnancy is concerned. Now, back to you, nurse. You talked about antenatal care being very essential in managing the woman's health and equally the baby's health. What about these women who hardly go for antenatal care, but they are able to give birth to healthy babies? Whereas we equally have women who began their antenatal care, let's say from the first month, and at the tail end on when they are supposed to give birth, they are told, madam, there's a complication, you have to be operated upon. You have to carry a C-section, cesarean section on you. What could really be the cause? Why?
Actually, we as healthcare providers are only custodians of this great work that God keep doing in the lives of people. Yeah, and well, I can only say it's grace, it's God's grace, because without the provision, without the package that antenatal consultation provides, antenatal care gives, it reduces the risks of of the woman developing a complication if she actually received all the care at antenatal consultation. And so, well, God's grace does abound, and that is left to chance. It's just a risk that God just intervenes and makes sure it ends good. But I think if we are all in an era where we are all educated, we should work hard towards mitigating, avoiding those risks that we already know, than just leaving it to God's providence.
Okay. Now, we begin from the genesis, the first trimester. We are talking about 0 to 3 months. What are the key health precautions pregnant women should take during the first 3 months?
So, when a woman knows she's pregnant, the
I think we have a caller on the line. We'll come back to that question. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to today's program.
Yes, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question, please.
My name is Mubarak Yauba, calling you all the way from Marwa.
Go ahead, sir. Please, can you turn off your receiver? I can get the noise from the background. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning to our guest doctor, and I have one question for you, doctor.
Okay.
I really wanted to find out from you, doctor, is it possible for a pregnant woman to take 6 months before going for consultation in hospital? Is it possible? Or there are dangers behind spending 6 months before going there? Because generally what we have noticed is that some women wanted to be, let's see, already full with the baby. I mean, the baby is highly developed, and then they should go to the hospital and meet doctors. Is it a dangerous way of doing while pregnancy?
I think you already answered that question. Okay, yes. Thank you so much for participating. You told us about...
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Yeah.
You early answered.
Yeah, just to agree with you, it's not advisable.
Yeah.
It's not advisable. As soon as she's pregnant, as soon as she knows she's pregnant, she should go for antenatal consultation, and it's a regular follow-up. The World Health Organization actually recommends this. It is what is very essential. This package is so important because it helps us prevent a lot of complications and unavoidable deaths for mothers and babies related to pregnancy worldwide, especially in our context that we know we have resources that are limited. Yeah.
Now, we're talking about the first trimester, which is 0 to 3 months. What are the health precautions pregnant women should take during the first 3 months?
Yeah, so what we should be looking at is the risks that it can have for the mother and the baby. And so in the first trimester, what we're looking at here is a very early developing fetus.
Yes.
And what are the things that the woman can do, can have, or can be exposed to that can prevent this?
I think we have another call on the line.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question, please.
My name is Michael Nkundam. I'm calling from Bonaberi.
Okay, sir. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yes, madam. My question is just very simple. I'm married for about 18 years, and anytime my wife takes in, just within the first month, she starts vomiting until the day that she gives birth. My question now is, how can it be prevented? Is there a way to prevent that vomiting?
Okay.
So what do we need to do?
Thank you so much, sir, for participating in the program.
Okay, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. Vomiting during the first trimester, during the first 3 to 4 months of pregnancy is expected. Yeah, because her body is actually trying to now respond to all the hormones and, in fact, the pregnancy state. And so vomiting can be normal as well as it can be abnormal during pregnancy. In pregnancy, every little odor can be irritating. Every little sense can be irritating. And so it is important to know when it is normal or when it's abnormal. So it is normal if she has that early morning nausea and vomiting.
We have another call on the line. We'll be coming back to that question too. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. I'm trying to ask a question about Is it possible for a woman to have back pains at 7 months? Let's say 7 months, 2 weeks. That's 32 weeks. Having back pains, serious back pains. Is it possible that the woman can put to bed at that stage, or it's a risky stage at that moment?
Okay, so it's 7 months, 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, that's 32 weeks. 32 weeks.
Okay.
I'm sure the doctor
weeks.
can calculate 32 weeks.
Okay. Thank you so much for participating. Okay. Now, we'll first of all continue with the vomiting.
Yeah.
He said the wife vomits. That's from the day she gets pregnant till when she gives birth. In this case, should it be considered as normal because she has given birth before?
It can be normal. It can be abnormal. It depends how much of it she has.
Okay.
Yeah, it's normal if she has an occurrence of 1-2 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like we said, the body responds to all the pregnancy states differently.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's normal to have that. We call it morning sickness.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's normal to have some morning sickness, even though it might not always occur in the morning, but it's usually in the morning.
Okay.
And so it becomes abnormal when definitely everything she takes in, she throws out.
Vomited, yeah.
Yes, it becomes more than 3 times a day. Yes, so we call that now it becomes abnormal. It's too much of the vomiting. Yeah, so
is there a way of stopping it?
To seek health care.
Is there a way of stopping the vomiting? Is it possible?
Yeah, with the challenge now with the vomiting is it can lead to other medical conditions.
We have another call on the line.
Dehydration and all.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, bonjour madame.
Bonjour monsieur.
Pardon, j'aimerais poser ma question en français, pardon.
Il n'y a pas de souci, allez-y monsieur.
Ok, bon. Est-ce que c'est normal qu'une femme accouche et ça fait plus d'un an avant qu'elle saigne? Elle ne saigne même pas encore, mais ça fait déjà plus d'un an.
Ok, donc elle a accouché, ça fait plus d'1 an avant qu'elle a commencé à saigner, c'est ça?
Elle n'a même pas encore commencé à saigner, donc ça fait déjà 1 an, 1 mois.
Ok, donc elle n'a pas encore commencé à saigner, d'accord. Merci d'avoir participé à l'émission, monsieur.
Merci,
on va répondre à
madame.
votre question. Okay. Now we go to our former question. A woman was. We have another call on the line. We'll pick up this caller then. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question, please.
Yeah, Tamanyo. I'm calling from Douala.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Can you turn off your receiver? We can get background noise from your area.
Yes.
Go ahead with your question.
Yes. I want to ask a question. For the first 3 months, hello.
I can get you, sir. Go ahead. For the first 3 months.
I want to find out if your wife is pregnant for the first 12 weeks.
Yes.
And you go for echography. And they said that it is twins and they are crossed. What are the possible procedures to prevent the crossing that cannot lead to operation?
They are crossed. What does it mean by crossed?
So do you want to be more specific?
Can you be specific by what you mean by crossed? They are crossed. What do you mean, breached or crossed? Something.
That they make echography and is that the twins are being crossed. They are crossed.
That means they're not lying well, or
yes, they are not lying well.
Okay.
Okay. I think you better understand the question. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, for now, we'll not take any calls. Let's first of all answer the questions we have, then we go ahead with the calls. Okay, my technician has heard that. So now we'll go to the next question. She says she has back pains and she's already 7 months gone. That's 7 months, that's 32 weeks from what she was explaining. She has constant back pain. Is it normal?
Yeah, but I would just want to be careful the way I answer because it could be normal and it could not be normal.
Okay.
Yeah. So generally it's normal because as the pregnancy is growing, at 32 weeks we expect that fetus to be really growing, should be at least 2 kilograms. And at this time you notice that the weight of everything on the abdomen is on her waist. And so it also, at this time, her body structure changes. Yes, the orthopedics will make us understand that her structure kind of changed to that of a duck. So there's a lot of pressure on her spine and backbones and and hip bone. So yeah, it is normal.
Okay.
It's normal. But if at times some early labor signs can become like that. So if it is associated with regular on and off abdominal pains, which we call it contractions, then you will know you need to seek a healthcare provider, because it could be preterm labor in the beginning.
Wow. So can she give birth at that time? Because she was equally asking if it's possible for her to give birth at that period.
Yes, it's possible to give birth, but the question is it going to be fine at that time? That time you give birth at that time, it will be a preterm delivery. You'll be delivering a newborn that definitely will be needing to continue being in a condition that is similar to the womb, because the baby needs more time to mature. Yes, so at 32 weeks is not yet fine for a woman to deliver, but preterm delivery can occur. So it will be best if the pregnancy could still stay until the expected date of delivery.
Now to our next question. A woman who has given birth, it's been more than, that's what he says, 1 year, 1 month already. Until date, she hasn't been able to see her menses.
Yes, though, it happens to some people. Yes, the most frequent is usually the breastfeeding period, which we call it lactational amenorrhea. And so when a woman gives birth, within the first 6 months as she is breastfeeding, she can go without having her monthly flow. It can do extend to some women up to a year if she continues breastfeeding. It's usually common in women that are intensively and exclusively breastfeeding too. Yeah. Okay. So it's possible. It's not a abnormality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question then. The woman is 3 months gone. She's pregnant. And the echography says she's pregnant with twins, but he talked about something crossing. I don't know if he meant bridge. I think you understood what he was trying to say.
Yes, please. So between that's the first trimester. He said the 12 weeks.
Yes,
she did echography. Yeah. So it's not a concern. Yeah, at that time, the fetuses are developing. In fact, they are in a rotatory. They keep changing positions. So it's towards the term that we would consider the position of the baby to be of great concern. Maybe from about 34 to 36 weeks. Yeah, where we expect that they might be having a more fixed position. Yeah.
What are some warning signs not to ignore during this first trimester?
Yeah, so during the first trimester, like we talked about vomiting, if she's having excessive vomiting every single time she is about to vomit, she vomits too much, it's a warning sign. Yes, that can lead to a problem. The next is if she's having bleeding. She's not supposed to have vaginal bleeding. So bleeding is a danger sign. Yes, if she also has cramping abdomen, is having all the crampy pains, she should not. That is a danger sign. Now, for pregnant women, the vaginal discharge becomes, different. Yes, and so, but the normal is she will have this whitish to cream whitish, slippery vaginal discharge, almost like that when she's in her fertile period. But now this vaginal discharge start becoming something like thick, really thick in consistency. You can liken it to maybe something like grounded egusi, or it has off colors. It has a foul smell. The smell is not very good, or she has itches. Yeah, those are signs of infections that could lead to problems with pregnancy. And also fevers. Fevers are also a danger sign at this time because it's a sign of infection. It's a sign of an illness setting in there. And another sign too can be if she has anemia, she will see that on and off she has headache, dizziness, and all. Yeah.
How important is weight monitoring during pregnancy?
Weight monitoring is essential because it can tell you two things. Is she gaining weight or is she losing weight? If she is losing weight, it's a sign that nutrition is not adequate, and they can be poor development of the baby. If she's gaining weight too much, it's a sign that the baby is growing too much, and of course it could be indicative of some other conditions like diabetes that can be associated with the pregnancy. And of course we expect that a woman's weight should range within she should gain about 1 kilogram per month averagely, and after all the 9 months period she should be gaining between 11 to 16 kilograms in total. Yeah.
Is it normal for a pregnant woman to have sex, especially let's say during the third trimester?
Yes, definitely, except the doctor said that she shouldn't, and it could be in conditions like if there's infection, in conditions where maybe there's a placenta previa, or the doctor sees that there is risk of preterm delivery. The doctor could advise against sexual intercourse. If not, in the third trimester, it's much more beneficial. You know, towards delivery, sexual intercourse has been, most experienced to facilitate normal onset of labor and delivery.
Thank you so much, KINKOH, a nurse and midwife consultant. He's equal the assistant supervisor of nursing service at the Mbopi Baptist Hospital right here in the city of Douala. It was a pleasure having you on the program.
My pleasure too.
I equally want to thank our technicians, Bertrand Bonsini and Jonathan Babila, who were there at the technical console, giving us all what you can see on your screens and equally what you can hear on your radio sets. I am Immaculate Fogwe. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a great day in the company of interesting programs on Equinoxe Radio and, of course, television. Bye-bye for now.